Hello, my dears. We're going to talk about algebraic expressions. So an algebraic expression is just a mathematical phrase, oops, I can't spell phrase, made up of numbers and variables. Okay. So if A equals B, A may be replaced for B in an expression. Okay, so we're going to use the property of substitution. So we're going to substitute. The variables with their given values. Each time you substitute a value, it's very important you want to do this. You want to put it in a parentheses. And then we're just going to follow our order of operations that we practiced today. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to do a couple of these sheets, and then for homework you guys are just going to finish up the other ones. So I'm going to start with 2, so that means 1 you're going to do by yourself. So remember, we're going to put parentheses around. So 3, and then I'm going to put in a -2 because it says x equals -2 squared minus 4. And we're going to show our work for this. So -2 squared is 4. -4 times -2 would be positive 8. And I'm going to get 12 plus 8, and I know my expression will equal 20. All right, let's jump down to 5. So here we have that negative sign. So that negative is going to go outside. And I'm going to plug it 2, close, squared, minus 3 times -4 times positive 2. So let's evaluate. 2 squared is 4, but this tells us to do the opposite, so it's going to be -4. -3 times -4, positive 12. And then we have -4 plus 24. So we know, again, our answer is going to be 20. I promise all the answers aren't 20. That'd be random. All right, so again, see that negative sign outside? Keep that outside the parentheses. Then we have -5, 6, close, -12. All right, so -12 squared would be 144, but this tells us to do the opposite, so it's going to be -144. -3 times -5, 6 is going to be a positive 5/2. We can simplify it. Now let's keep parentheses. All right, and now I got to multiply. -12 divided by 2 is -6. -6 times 5, -30. -144 minus 30 is going to be -174. Okay, so for homework, right now you have to do 1, 3, and 4 by yourself. All right, let's go on to the back and do just a couple. All right, we're going to do 7. So we got our fraction here. So remember, parentheses is key when you're substituting it. Okay, and then we have A minus B. So I'm going to get 9 plus 16 over 3 minus 4. So I'm going to get 25 over -1, which just equals -25. Wonderful. All right, let's jump down to 11. So remember, absolute value. So that's going to be key for here. We're not going to use our parentheses with our absolute value because that'll be a little too visually overwhelming. So remember, we have the negative sign outside. 2 times 3 times -3 minus the absolute value of -3. All right, so let's evaluate first. I'm going to do my exponents. -2 squared is 4, but here opposite, -4. -2 times 3 is -6. Minus the absolute value of -3 is 3. See how I'm showing some kind of work? You don't necessarily need to show every step. If you want to, you can, but some work is better than nothing. All right, let's multiply. So I'm going to positive 18. And then I have -4 plus 18 is 14, minus 3, 11 is our final answer. Let's do one more. Let's do 10. I'll go backwards here. All right, so I'm going to take negative 3 squared minus 2. And now I'm not going to do the parentheses thing. It's already in a parentheses. It might be a little too much to see. Minus 4, close parentheses, minus negative 1. Oops, put 2 parentheses around there. Over 3. So let's evaluate. Negative 3 minus 4, that's going to be negative 7. Negative 3 squared, that's going to be 9. Negative 1 to the third power, so negative 1 times negative 1 would be positive 1 times negative 1, that's going to be negative 3. Or negative 1, sorry, not negative 3, that doesn't make sense. And then let's multiply. That would be 14. And subtracting a negative, really adding. So we have 23 plus 1 is 24. Okay, so for tonight's homework, you're going to finish 12, 9, 8, and then 4, 3, and 1.